interesting, now leave me alone. Sorry that I look like a mess. I booked a haircut but it got rescheduled. Theo's been a little depressed, oh, and so today I'm gonna try just getting up, sitting down, going back to work. Might not help but still it couldn't hurt. Sitting down, writing jokes, making silly songs. I'm sorry I was gone, but look, I made you some content. Daddy made you your favorite, open wide. Here comes the content. It's a beautiful day, I stay inside. If you'd have told me a year ago that I'd be locked inside of my home, I would have told you a year ago. Interesting, now leave me alone. Sorry that I look like a mess. I booked a haircut but it got rescheduled. Theo's been a little depressed, oh, and so today I'm gonna try just getting up, sitting down, going back to work. Might not help but still it couldn't hurt. Sitting down, writing jokes, making silly songs. I'm sorry I was gone, but look, I made you some content. Hello. I don't feel good, but who cares? Final Fantasy. Oh no. No, come on. Well, this sucks. What? But why? What? Oh no. That's not good. How are you feeling? Do you like the show? Are you tired of it? Never mind, I don't wanna know. Are you finding it boring? Too fast, too slow? I'm asking but don't answer, cause I don't wanna know. Do I have your attention? Yes or no? I bet I'd guess the answer, but I don't wanna know. Am I on in the background? Are you on your phone? I'd ask you what you're watching, but I don't wanna know. Is there anyone out there? Or am I all alone? It wouldn't make a difference, still I don't wanna know. I thought it'd be over by now, but I got a while to go. I give away the ending, but you don't wanna know. How are you feeling? Do you like the show? Are you tired of it? Never mind, I don't wanna know. Are you finding it boring? Too fast, too slow? I'm asking but don't answer, cause I don't wanna know. Do I have your attention? Yes or no? I bet I'd guess the answer, but I don't wanna know. Am I on in the background? Are you on your phone? I'd ask you what you're watching, but I don't wanna know. Is there anyone out there? Or am I all alone? It wouldn't make a difference to I don't wanna know. I thought it'd be over by now, but I got a while to go. I give away the ending, but you don't wanna know. How are you feeling? Do you like the show? Are you tired of it? Never mind, I don't wanna know. Are you finding it boring? Too fast, too slow? I'm asking but don't answer, cause I don't wanna know. Do I have your attention? Yes or no? I bet I'd guess the answer, but I don't wanna know. Am I on in the background? Are you on your phone? I'd ask you what you're watching, but I don't wanna know. Is there anyone out there? Or am I all alone? It wouldn't make a difference, still I don't wanna know. I fixed it. One of the mods wasn't working. Oh my god, Leia, please. Leia is being away right now. Excuse me, why am I not getting any desktop audio? That shouldn't be happening. Excuse me. Why is the device that? That shouldn't be true. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I'm the only person online, predictably. Also, look at me. I'm a new boy. Do I even have unbreaking on this shit? I don't. Okay. So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go mine for fucking netherite, I guess. For like 2 hours. I don't know, man. Fucking... Yeah, it's been like a month or something since I've touched streaming at all, because I've been... adjective. But it's cool. Why am I going this way? I don't know. I'm just used to always seeing Tommy and Robin. And it's just me now. There's not even Liam or anybody. It's just me. You know what I need? I need beds, is what I need. And I know people say beds aren't efficient. I think that's bullshit, personally. I think I don't even have the energy to fucking jump down into my little puddle. I think beds are more efficient, and my source is because I said so. Okay. God, alright. So first order of business. I need wood and wool. And lots of it. Do I even have shears? I think maybe not. I think it's possible that I don't. Wait, yes I do. I'm looking right at them. Okay. Ah, fuck. Hello. Why am I looking for obsidian? That's not what I need. I have an axe. Okay, cool. Tools acquired. And now the job gets done. Are you people being bombarded by my voice right now? It's possible, whatever. I got a slightly better headset, because I won it at a block party. I didn't win it, it was fucking, some kid looked at me sitting on my friend's shoulders, and he was like, that one. I shall bestow upon you this. Because I guess like his guardian or babysitter or whatever was just like there handing out prizes and decided my weird fucking nephew or something is gonna tell me who gets the prizes, because children are fae in disguise and they can see souls. And so I might be slightly feverish, by the way, so if nothing I'm saying makes any sense, that's why. I checked my temperature, but I think the thermometer I have is broken. So either my body temperature is below average or above average, depending on whether or not the thermometer actually works, which I don't think it does. So it wouldn't make sense for my body temperature to be below average, because I was buried underneath a pile of blankets previously. Do I want to look at chat? I think I do. Where's my fucking phone? I have to stand up. What is this fucking 1800s? When we didn't have robot servants doing everything for us. God, I wish I had a robot servant. You know how cool that would be? I would be able to be like, hey Jeeves, go get me some orange juice. And then he'd say fuck you and then do it anyway, because I programmed him to be like that, because I think I need more bratty people in my life. That's a lie. I don't. I'm already enough of a brat. I don't need more of that in my life. If I did, people would tell me how polite I am all the time. Instead, I get told how rude I am all the time. Which, to be honest, I'd rather be rude than fucking boring. And according to many people, I've succeeded in the not being boring part pretty well. Which, good for me. I think that if I was going to be boring, I wouldn't be doing something like this. And well, my activity feed says it's too quiet. It also says I have one viewer, because that one viewer is me. Why would I do that? What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, I think that's enough wood, probably, for now, right? Take what I've got and multiply by 4. Those are some trees, baby. Trees. Grow, my children. Take over the landscape. Give me more wood. Bestow the land with your plenty. And soon you shall be so plentiful that people will look at you and think, why are there so many of you? And they will be scared. And they will think that the encroaching invasion of trees is coming. And that, well, that's all part of the plan, baby. What am I saying? Okay, I need to find sheep. There's some sheep bitches out there, right? Somewhere. Some sheeple. I imagine I can find some sheeple. Don't we have like a bunch of sheep in a hole over by Robin and Tommy's place? I like that they're married. I think that's cool of them. I think that's really great for them. I can't get over the fence. There we go. I need to go inside soon, otherwise the rain will soak me. And I will be a soggy wet biscuit, and nobody likes a soggy wet biscuit unless it's soggy and wet with butter. In which case, you're a sadist. Who puts that much fucking butter on their biscuit? I'll tell you who does. British people. And you don't want to be British. Because Hatsune Miku doesn't talk to British people. Yeah, see, look at all of this. Look at these fucking dudes. Gimme. Become naked, children. It's funny how people always think that, like, God is the shepherd and we're the sheep, because, like, wouldn't that necessitate the idea that he's just using us for our hair or something? I mean, he loves us, but also he's gonna strip us naked. Which, if you think about it, isn't that what life's all about? Like, the Christians had it wrong with the whole waiting until marriage thing, right? We're all sheep. Don't we all deserve to be naked once in a while? And just get weird? Just get funky with it, you know? Anyway, that should be enough. Right? Oh, wait. I've made a mistake. I have nowhere to put all those fucking beds. I might make a solution. Hang on. I'm not gonna make the beds until I get in there. And then I'm gonna... what am I gonna do? I'm gonna craft them. And then I'm gonna make a hole. Wait, no. I'll make the hole first. And then there will be a chest in the hole that I'll put, you know? But first I gotta find a good hole. I don't know where to find a good hole. They don't call me the hole finder. I'm not frequently called the hole finder because I do not frequently find holes. Hello, sir. Okay. Do I have sticks anywhere else? Why is my shift key not working at random intervals? Okay. I might need more wood than this, cause chest. Two of them actually. So 2 chests is 16. Didn't actually take me that long to do the math. It just took me that long to figure out how to make my mouth say the words. 16, which is 4. And then another 4 for the 3, 4, 1. Okay. Cool. Now we just like that. Cool. What was that? I either heard a gasp, some weird intake of breath from myself, or my cat being sad. And I can't tell which. Sir, can you fuck off for... please? Hey. Stop. Hey. That's really mean, you know? That's like really not cool. Hey. Dude. Hey. What's your problem? God. Some people, you know, I don't know what they're going through, but they need to keep it to themselves. Because I'm not their therapist. I won't be a free punching bag for people. It's just not me. Okay. Hole. Where hole? Also, where am I? Am I in a... I swear to God. Can you people get therapy? Anyway. Nether wastes. Okay, that works. So I need to be... Actually, first... Yeah, just like right here is good. Probably should have made torches. Oh well. This is the boring part. Ah! Well. No, that's not. There we go. Okay. Yes. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Okay. And that somewhere is down. God, again with this? Really? What block level am I at? 80? God, okay. Let's just do this shit again. There we go. Pardon me. Why am I saying that? There's nobody watching. There's no one here. As usual. I make it like a habit to like moan about how there's nobody watching me. I don't like actually care that much. Okay. If you want to be a bitch, do it on your own time. Not to me. Ow! Dude, do you know how hard it was to make that stupid fucking staircase? Oh my god, yeah, kill the other one. Come on, come on. Ow. Okay, you know what? Oh, fuck. Well, how am I gonna get back up there, huh? That's not what I meant to do. There we go. God, I hate that fire takes up like 85% of the fucking screen. Oh, hey. That's lucky. Okay. Yeah, hey, what's up, dude? Hey, it's my old intro music. But I changed it to the weird thing of me singing because I don't know, I like singing. Where's my staircase? Where is my staircase? Where, pray tell, am I? Oh! Well, that's not where I came from. But it might still be a good place to go. Oh my god. Where... Oh, where am I? What? An igloo? Free bed. Obviously this place has already been ransacked. This is definitely somewhere Robin has been. Tommy tends to just putter about and do things in one spot, and Robin just goes all over the fucking place. So I'm... okay. Further away than I thought I would be. Which makes sense, because the Nether is like that. Oh! Oh! Yeah, okay, so this was a bastionette. Huh. Yeah, okay, so this is one of the bastions that Robin raided. I am surprised I didn't come across it sooner. God, my internal navigation is just so fucked. Pretty sure I fell from like up there? Is that where I fell from? I'm trying to zoom in, but I can't, obviously. I don't even have speckless. Somewhere up here. Right? Unless... oh wait, hang on. Maybe... is this what I think it is? Is this that place that I fell and died like 800 times? Yeah, it is. It sure fucking is. Wow. Okay. Actually, I think it might not be. It's definitely a place. Oh, you know what? We might have tried to lead Liam through here. That's why it's all staircasey. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm back. Cool. So now we just spin. Wow, I really shouldn't have done a spiral staircase. That was a bad idea. Yeah, okay, wow, that is inches from death. For anyone who isn't me, that is. Yeah, okay. Up we go. Oh my god. These fucking guys, can they like not? Really not up for it, dude. Not up for it. Oh my god, stop. Father and son. Father and son. Look at him go. Okay. I might have to kill them. Hello, child. Here. Here. He doesn't want it. Okay. I can understand that. Let me fucking... Okay, this is, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to dig down there like that. There's no way. But what I can do is fuck. I don't have any way to indicate. Excuse me. Thank you. I don't have any way to indicate where my path is, but oh, I have such a bad memory. Like, ugh. Okay. That is that fine, whatever. Okay. All right. Just gonna mosey on past this. There we go. Why am I digging straight? That's not... God. Okay. Yeah, once we get to 15, then I'll be like, yo. Yes, okay, we're getting closer. 'Cause magma. That's good. This is a good sign. This means that we're at a place now where it's like poggers. We are probably not. Oh. Oh shit. It's fine. We can just do a little mosey downwards like this. Right? That could work. No. Okay, fuck. Fuck, dude. There's just nowhere for me, is there? Cause so much of the Nether Waste is just fucking lava lakes, right? Like, come on. Do something new, do something original. Like, fuck. Wow me. Oh, wait, I think we're getting somewhere. Maybe. It's possible. It's entirely possible. Come on, I just want to be somewhere that isn't a fucking lava lake. Oh my god, no! Okay, you know what? Maybe if I turn right here. No! Oh my god! Maybe if I just go straight right here. I hate this song. Why do I even have it in the playlist if I hate it? Okay. We're getting somewhere, maybe? Maybe? Hello? Oh, I really should have, brought a shovel, huh? I forgot how much gravel there is in the Nether. Gravel. Why did I say it like that? Ah, stop! No. I don't think we'll be doing that one today, sir. Thanks, but no thanks. Oh my god. We're making progress. Yes. Yes! Finally! Fuck. No more lava lake? No more lava lake! Yes! God, finally, that took long enough, huh? Okay, is this far away enough? No. I think this is. Okay. I only made one double chest, like an idiot. Okay. Cool. Now begins the hunt. Are we still in a... We are. It's 15, right? It's y equals 15. I know it is. I'm a genius, is what I am. Why would I not know? You're fucking crazy. Alright, I'm gonna make sure this is like a dead end. So that I don't like run past it or anything. Man, netherite mining is like way better when you're a Blazeborn, cause you don't gotta worry about getting burned up. Cause nothing can burn you. It's great. Still nothing. Do I have any viewers? Probably not. We've got another hour until... yeah, no more viewers. Okay. Got another hour till server maintenance is done in Final Fantasy. Oh, it's the song. It's the Ranbu song. I hate when people say it Ranbu. It's Ranbu. Like, duh. That's how the boys said. Yo! Yo! Absolutely sick! Absolutely sick! Absolutely fucking... Oh my god. So cracked! So utterly, completely cracked! Yo! Yo. By the way, you might notice I've been quieter recently in general because my roommate recently yelled at me for being so loud. So... Does Fortune 3 give me more? I don't think it does. It doesn't. Yes. Okay, so there's one. Oh, that was close. I need to get closer to it, I think. God, the Ranbu song was good luck. The Ranbu song was good luck. The Ranbu song gave us fortune. Thank you, Ranbu, for bestowing fortune upon us this day. Good lad. Good lad. Okay. So we have 3 so far. Not amazing. I can't even make a single ingot with that. But it's okay. Wait, can I? You make netherite again. I forgot how to make netherite. Well, whatever. I'll just try to get as much as I can. Oh, okay. Well, there's a wall. Maybe is there anything inside? Maybe I can see a little bit. Maybe up, 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 up. Come on. Only a certain angle. Doesn't look like there's anything though. Okay, well that's a shame. This way. I like this song. It's just so, you know? Ah. It's so smiles. Just so I know where I'm not going anymore. I should talk about something, but what? Not much to talk about. I'm good. So... Oh, right, okay. So I was supposed to play the new Final Fantasy patch with Gears, but it turns out work fucked him over, so he wasn't able to play it. That was supposed to happen today, but it didn't. However, I am still only a level 54 bard, so I am not level 90. If I can't get to level 90 before we end up actually doing stuff together on Saturday, then because I don't want to play the new expansion as anything but a bard. I really don't. For reasons. Because I have an internal lore that I have for my character that I don't want to break for stupid reasons. And also I'm really enjoying bard. I think I might make it my new main. I've always been more of a support kind of person, and I really like the gimmick of like the songs and stuff. I've been doing this thing recently to make grinding dungeons more interesting, where I whenever I have my song gauge up, I'll be playing my music, and when my song gauge runs out and there's nothing else playing, I turn off my music. It's to encourage me to, because I like listening to songs all the way through, so it's to encourage me to keep my song gauge up, and it's actually worked really well. I'll often just sing along to it, whatever I have playing, and I have like a playlist of bard songs that I made. 'Cause I get very into it. And I like the mythos of using song in combat. I think it's really underutilized in creative ways. I feel like people just kind of go, oh, you sing while you fight, and don't think about how you can incorporate the two together. Like, that's kind of what I was going for with one of my characters that I made, Charlotte. I wanted her to use her singing with her fighting. In a way that is like the fight becomes a performance as opposed to it's a fight, but there's music happening also. Like, they're intertwined. I might not execute it amazingly because I have no ear for music, really. I could play just fine. I could play the viola. And I can sing. And I can write lyrics, but writing composing a song with a tune and shit like that, I'm just like, I can't do it. Something about it just eludes me. And I really envy people who can do that. Like, endlessly. Because I keep coming up with lyrics and poems and stuff, but nothing to put them to. And like, I don't know. I don't have the bravery, I guess, to put that out there. So, I usually end up, like, my brain just doesn't come up with new tunes. It just likes to superimpose lyrics onto songs it already knows. So I often come up with, like, fight scenes and stuff like that, going to music that I didn't make, which is bad, because it's not my music to use. So I just sit there with these things in my brain that I know I could never make because it would be disingenuous. Or I would have to actually actively approach the person who made the music and be like, hi, can I use this for my dumb blorbos, please? And probably have them say no. Damn, I got really lucky that one time, huh? Just like that one time. But yeah, I suck at coming up with music. I love listening to it. Music is kind of a huge part of my life in terms of other people's music, the way that I'm always listening to music and I'm always singing. Like, it's a huge stim for me, and it's something very near and dear to my heart. But unfortunately, I can't make it, really. Plenty less talented people than me have made music, though. People who really shouldn't make music have made music. We've all seen it, we all know. But I don't want to be like that, really. Like, I've tried to write songs before, right? I really have. But the problem is that I only know one instrument. So even if those songs ended up being good, I don't think I would ever be able to perform them. So it's kind of just I'm stuck with all these thoughts about music and nothing to apply them to. Because I've learned about music theory, right? I understand that there's, like, I spent a long time in, like, music classes and orchestra and stuff, and I understand that stuff, but it just doesn't click in a way in my head that makes it so that I can make something with it. I often have trouble coming up with original ideas, to be honest. Most of my ideas are me saying, wouldn't it be cool if this thing I already know was slightly to the left? Because I'll like a concept, but I won't like certain things about it, so I'll just change a bunch of stuff, and eventually it becomes something like not as recognizable as the original. But you could still see parts of it in there. But coming up with totally original stuff, I can't really. I never have been that way. And you may think that a lot of me seems very original, right? A lot of the way that I do things is very nonconformist. But the truth is, I just see certain things and I go, I like that, but anyway. I go, I like that, but I would like it slightly to the left. And so I do it slightly to the left. And then I go further and further left with it until eventually it's not the same anymore. But in terms of coming up with totally original ideas, I've never done that. I've never actually come up with something that doesn't have some influence from someone else or some other thing that I've seen. I've never had a totally original idea in my life, and I really envy people like Al, for example, comes up with so many things that are just like completely like not like just from his own head, and like no influence at all, really, just like it's just pure him. And I wish I could do that. I wish I could make things that are just 100% me and nobody else. But I think the thing that helps me sleep at night is the idea that nobody's really all just like nobody's totally just them. Like everybody has pieces of others in them, right? Like it's okay to be inspired by people and be like, I like that, but I would like to do it differently. Like fucking there's a reason so many transformative works exist and are even become classics eventually. It's because people like the idea and they decide to do it again, but slightly to the left. I wish I could come up with something totally original. I really do. But everything that I've ever made has always been like a wink or a nod to something else that I really like at the time that I'm making it. Seven Insanities, for example, was basically me being like, I like the Magnus Archives, but I don't like the way that the entities are. I don't like that there's just these eldritch fear gods that you could just like blame for things. I think that they should be more like forces of nature than like some creature. Like I think a lot of, because the thing about fear, right, is that they come from inside of, it comes from inside of us. It doesn't come from some thing trying to feed on us. That just, it feels, I don't know. It takes me out of it. It feels incorrect. So I was like, what if, and it's not like fears, but, you know, because a lot of the Magnus Archives focuses on how people embrace these fears, which is like, you know, why would you do that unless you're an adrenaline junkie? It doesn't make any sense. However, people often indulge in things that they're not necessarily scared of, but that still harm them in ways. They don't feel afraid, but they do. They shouldn't be doing what they're doing. Like addictions is basically what I was thinking of. And it's also based around the idea that, like, perception, right? Like, Seven Insanities was based around the idea that the world is created as we perceive it. So, what if we perceived it in a way that is abnormal, and that actively changes the way that the world operates? Right? Which I think is true enough about reality anyway, which is, like, what I liked about the idea. It felt based in how I actually see the world. But the actual story of it, and I'm revealing this just because I don't think that I'm ever gonna actually finish it. And if I ever do one day, then who's gonna fucking come across this stream? Although if somebody does come across this stream randomly someday in the future after I decide to continue it, then more power to them, honestly, because way to fucking dig. But the basic story was very similar to the Magnus Archives, right? Like, it started out with this idea of somebody trying to pursue the different insanities, which are basically just classifications of ways that people become addicted to certain weird shit that changes the way the world functions. I'm not gonna get into that because it's a whole fucking weird thing that doesn't make any sense. But the story is basically just like one young adult who's just like, their brother went missing, because he turns out he was researching the insanities, and they pick up where he left off. And eventually, they start to form an obsession with collecting information and start hoarding it, and they start to also, in pursuit of the insanities, they end up, like, sort of, you know, encountering it more, yada yada, and like meeting people who are in that same boat, who are in that same world, and eventually they find out that their brother isn't actually dead, even though he was presumed dead. He's not. He's in fact become essentially a god, and he's trying to get this character to ascend with him. But being a god is not a good thing for humans. It makes you go a little bit nuts. So it ends with this character basically having to, like, mercy kill him and decide to pursue a life of simple things as opposed to delving into fucking fear dimension or whatever. I don't know. That was the idea. Basically how perception affects reality, and how reality is essentially just our perception of it anyway. So it doesn't really matter what really exists, because as far as we're concerned, what exists is what we perceive. And it might as well be reality, and if you can open your mind to it, other people will perceive it that way too. That's how I view reality. That's how I view the world. That's how I've kind of always viewed the world. And that was Seven Insanities was my exploration, my way to share that. But I never really ended up doing anything with it. It was meant to be a sort of ARG, but I just kind of ran out of ideas. I mean, I still have plenty of ideas about, like, it was, you know, the format was going to be very similar to the Magnus Archives, except it was going to be presented as an ARG instead of a podcast. So you just get these random like clippings that you could find of little short stories about people doing weird things and bending reality with it. Like, one of my ideas was a guy who just sort of ended up really liking sitting at the bottom of a lake, so he just sort of stayed there. Didn't drown. Just a journal of a guy who sat at the bottom of a lake for a really long time. Like, the idea was, you know how you get lost in moments and it feels like no time is passing and you could just stay there forever? That's what that was. I also had an idea which I wanted to turn into an SCP, but maybe not. Oh, I totally fucking missed that. Was a person who... Okay, so you know how time is? Weird, right? Basically, you know, I always thought it was weird in time travel media how memories seem to transcend time travel, and like organic human matter seems to transcend time travel. That feels very like centrist to me. Like, well, not centrist, but like, come on, who are you fooling? You're not that important, guys. Humans are not that above nature that we can just do that. No. So the idea was a guy whose apartment basically, like, how would freezing time actually fucking work? Right? So for whatever anomalous reason, this guy's apartment becomes frozen in time. Or rather, its time starts to loop at certain intervals. It starts with maybe just like a week. Like he'll wake up and everything in his apartment will be the exact same as it was a week before. He won't have any memories of a week before. He'll go outside and everybody will be like, "Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's so-and-so day." He's like, "No, it's this day." And they're like, pretty sure you're fucking crazy. And it would escalate until eventually the intervals got shorter and shorter and shorter. Until eventually he can't even move. Or think or do anything. There is no movement. The particles in his apartment are like, you can't penetrate the walls of the apartment because they just keep looping back to when they were whole. You can't open the door because it just keeps looping back to when it was closed. And the gimmick was a single glass of water that would always appear that had been sitting out overnight before the loop started. And also a ceiling fan that will always, even though it's on, it looks like it's still. Because it always loops back to when it was in a certain position. And it was about how this guy's basically stuck in a quantum state. And nobody can free him from his apartment, so they basically just have to mark it as abandoned. And the idea was eventually that he'd basically surpass the heat death of the universe. Because he's stuck there. Just a single, like, room just floating in nothingness. As everything else moves on and decays, there will always be that single glass of water and that still ceiling fan. I thought that was more accurate to how time travel would work. Never ended up making that either, because I lost steam for it. A lot of ideas that I have don't end up getting made, because I just... Now that I think about it, I guess I do have a lot of original ideas, I just never do anything with them. Like, what's that other idea that I had? I have like a whole fucking list of like these little short stories I wanted to make with 7 Insanities. Like, alright, so there's this dream that I had. I wanted to make something with where basically there's a con artist who, in order to better assume their fake identity, or not a con artist, but like a spy, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Basically they, excuse me, it's like method acting, but like really intense. Like, in order to better fit their role, they literally just makes himself forget who they were before. But they have like a storage bank of like their memories. They have like recordings and stuff like, this is who you really are, and this is stuff like that. But eventually, like, comes into question, like, but is any of that true? Are there things that you're hiding from yourself that like you don't know because you fucking forced yourself to forget them? Why, Phoenix, that sounds a lot like a metaphor for dissociative amnesia. Yeah, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It does, doesn't it? Huh? There was that. Let me open the notes that I had. I had a bunch. God, it's way down there. I have so many fucking notes. There we go, 7 ideas. Magic 8 ball that just calls you out. You know, basically, you know. You know. Fortunes are real. Wishes do come true. Oh, God knows, stars are balls of fire, so all the wishes are fire, but now you can firebend, which is fucking lit. I mean, come on. Stars are fucking combusting things, but who's to say they don't have thoughts and feelings? And maybe one day they're like, hey, kid, you know, you've wished on me a lot. I'll try and grant your wish somehow. And then it works. But, stars don't know how humans are. But you could firebend now. Sick, right? Midas, but like modern and gay and evil. Self-explanatory. A kid makes their goldfish sapient and the fish suffers. So you know all those fun kids movies about animals and how they live? I think if animals actually had human level intelligence, they wouldn't really be happy about it, because goldfish don't have very good memories. So this poor goldfish is just gonna be like, oh god, why? And also bored out of its mind because it's just a fucking goldfish. What if you became a tree? You know. What if? What if you became a tree? Think on that. Huh? What if you became a tree? I think you would be pretty chill about it, honestly, if you were the type of person to become a tree randomly. I think you might enjoy it. I think I would. I might miss being able to walk, but only tangentially. Only every now and again. Guy with anxiety gives everyone around him anxiety. You know how people catastrophize? What if that was contagious? The Party Don't Stop, The Party by Lemon Demon. Basically, people get trapped in an eternal party. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas about basically tangential, liminal pieces of time becoming eternal because we lose track of time and it stops meaning anything, and so it just keeps going. I have a lot of ideas like that. Me and my reflection are roommates, and it's pretty chill, and we have gay sex sometimes. Yeah. You know, what if you were lonely enough that you decided that your reflection was your roommate, and it worked, and you managed to, you know, actually touch them, and then you kiss and have gay sex? Because I think, I don't know, personally, if I had a clone, I mean, they're literally me, so we would obviously get along really well. And I don't know, we might kiss. God, I have a lot of ideas about people just becoming other things. Like, this one just says, man becomes rat. Rat man. Which, yeah. Who wouldn't want to be a rat, right? Also, actually, let's do Icarus 2, but make it about skydiving. Yeah. You know. What if instead you started falling up? You know. Why not? Fuck it, let's do color out of space too, but like make a whole town able to see the color, like that one Flesh SCP, you know? You know, color out of space. How it's like, there's this color and it affects people and they go fucking bananas about it. And what if a whole town was just like that? And that's just how they were. Let's do a Permian Basin superorganism cameo, because I do love me the Mystery Flesh Pit. I think it's so good and underrated. I love it so much. If a guy was on the moon and his shadow took his place and left him on the moon to become a moon hermit, would that be fucked up or what? Because I basically based on the idea that, like, you ever see photos of that were taken on the moon? It's really weirdly bright. And the shadows are really stark. But it's also really lonely. I think that it could be feasible that you're replaced by your shadow. And abandoned on the moon by your shadow. This one just says in all capital letters, double the bones, with 5 exclamation points. Good luck figuring what that one means, because even I'm not totally sure. I'm pretty sure it means, somebody ended up just having bones that overlap each other. Like, what if somebody fused with, like, a version of themselves that's, like, a couple seconds in the future? So now they have, like, they're just slightly thicker. They have twice as many cells that are just jammed together. They're just slightly thicker. Diary of a guy just chilling at the bottom of a lake. Yeah, I already talked about that one. The Invisible Man, but modern, I guess. You know, someone who feels like they can't be seen, so they actually can't be seen. Someone stuck in quarantine literally forgets what the world outside their room is like, and they try to leave, and player fell out of the world. You know, what if literally you, just stopped being able to go outside, and so the world disappeared because you forgot what it was like. Woman survives stabbing because I'm a bad bitch, you can't kill me. based on the idea that for some reason a lot of people seem to survive stabbings in the past that probably shouldn't have. Like, a lot of times people survive things that they probably shouldn't, and oftentimes it's because they don't know how dire their circumstances. So what if you survived simply because you didn't think that you should be dying? And vice versa. This one says, just in all capital letters, advanced kinning. What if you believe so hard that you're somebody else, eventually become them? And everyone else starts to believe it too? Narnia is real and it needs to eat people. I think that if there was a world that was separate from our own, but was a constant need of people to come save it, I don't think that would be a coincidence. I think it just needs people from outside of it to sustain it, or else it'll just collapse. God is just a very, very successful obsession. You know, that's a normal thing to say. God is real, and it's only because people believe in it. You know, like fairies. Things are only real as long as you believe in them. Mind reading, but you actually just change what the other person thinks they're thinking to what you think they're thinking, and it's very disorienting and highly corrupt. I think that if mind reading were real, that's probably how it would work out. Like, how would you tell the difference? You're essentially just rewriting a person's memories. It's essentially just mind control, really. Trans woman literally wipes her cisgender from history because she's just that cool and it's what she deserves. Yeah. Magic tricks, but the magician doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, but they work anyway, until one day they learn how a trick actually works, and then try to do it their way, and it doesn't work anymore, and their career falls apart, and they're in shambles until they, I don't know, kill themselves maybe? Man simply doesn't experience weather. You know, what if a guy was just like, pretty sure it's sunny out today, and everybody's like, it's raining. He's like, what are you talking about? No, it's not. And, his clothes stay dry. Isn't that funny? And the last one, two people swap perceptual spheres and literally can't comprehend what the other person experiences, and they both die after losing it. Based around the idea that I think if you actually were to swap, like, bodies with somebody, or like if you were to swap between bodies or brains or whatever, I don't think, because like, we have no idea how other people actually perceive the world. We can approximate, but there's no definitive proof that anybody perceives anything the way that you do, in any sense of the word. Like, people could see red the way that you see green. And so what if the way that you perceive things is just so fucking, like, individualized that you just can't comprehend what another person is seeing if you swapped? I think that's how it would work. And that's all the ideas that I had. At least the ones I had written down. I also had one where a woman becomes obsessed with the sound her broken faucet makes. She thinks that it sounds like someone singing. Because when I was a kid, when I heard the faucet in her bathtub going, I always thought it sounded like a really loud orchestra, and I could almost hear music in it. And it was based off of that. Like, what if just like this leaky faucet just sounded a little bit like someone singing, and she got it. The lady got it fixed, but she missed the singing, so she tries to get the guy to break it in that specific way again, but she just can't because, well, it was serendipitous, really. So she goes a little bit crazy trying to get that specific sound back. But you can't, because it's just gone now. Yeah. That's how I see the world. That's how I think the world works. Cool. So I have my netherite ingots. However, I don't have maxed out armor, which is a problem. The solution is, I think, to do some level grinding. Oh hey, server maintenance is almost over. Nice. It's still just me on the server. Look at me, I'm just a little guy. Just a little guy. Yeah. Let me take a sippy of my water. I have questions that I don't want answered. This is boring as fuck. I could go back to netherite mining, but honestly, I really just need to fucking grind out these levels. Wish I had company. That would be nice. Hold that thought. Petting my cat. I was gonna call everybody in Gapistan GC, but I realized that might be a little underhanded, because they won't know I'm streaming. Who's online? Elle, Robin, and Rhea. There we go. The message has been sent. We shall see if my call is heeded. It's funny how I never really fell out of practice of talking to myself like this, cause when I was working at the grocery store for the night shift, I would pretend I was streaming it, and I would talk to myself like I was streaming, and I'd pretend there was a Twitch chat, because I was so fucking bored and lonely. Because I basically just only went out to go to work and buy groceries sometimes. I didn't really talk to anyone else, so I went a little fucking crazy. Which is probably why I ended up making 7 Insanities at that time period. Because I was just fucking losing it. The only people I really interacted with was like my mom and dad and my grandpa, but only like a little bit because they weren't usually awake when I was. So I went a little fucking nuts. And that's probably why I ended up having so many ideas about people being isolated and getting stuck in that isolation. Because that's kind of how I felt at the time, I would say. My baby, Leia, how are you? How are you, darling? I actually feel better the longer I'm awake, which is weird. Maybe I was overheating. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why I felt so off. Oh hey! The servers are online. I think. Yes? Yes? Yes. Cool. Let me reload the page. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna get back to trying to level up Bard. Bye. It'll stop any day now. Any day now. Any day now. It'll stop any day now. Any day now. Any day now. It'll stop any day now. Any day now. Any day now. It'll stop any day now. Any day now. Any day now. It'll stop any day now. Any day now. Any day now. It'll stop any day now. Any day now.